Hi everybody and welcome, Duro here. This is a friendly match between myself, playing on the red side as Berliner, and a Bloody Knight, playing on the blue side as 5easy. I wanted to try this division because I haven't played it for quite some time, so I saw a 1v1 lobby, I hopped in, and I saw there is this gentleman, and he's quite a good player according to his rank and his games he played and statistics, so I thought that might be a very interesting match. So this is Mount River map, and as you can see, let's take a look on the deployment. Bloody Knight is focusing most of his forces to the left and to the center. He is only very sparsely buying or deploying something on his right flank. Opposed to that, I am doing exactly the opposite. I'm mostly committing, and mostly it's like 90% of my deployment purely on the left side. And this is because this map has a lot of open fields, and my T-55s would not be able to deal with his B-2s, and he would easily dominate me even mid-game. So I decided to move to the left to force him into a close combat. Now I put some very few units on the right side in order to get some knowledge and control, but if the Bloody Knight would realize that I have nothing on his left flank, he could push and take all this left side. Now his alouettes are spotting my units. He might have now realized that he's facing something more on the side. SPW should be able to take out the Gazelle cannon, and his subblinders are continuing to push. He saw that I'm not deploying here and that this road, which is usually heavily populated, is now empty. But unbeknownst to his knowledge, there is quite a lot coming from this side. Now, continually holding this crossroad over here can allow me later to push either into the Olga and to the side. So it's a much more secured reinforcement way than over here. Now I already took his left flank, and now he's threatening to take my 2-point sector Boris. So I not only need to push into Olga very quickly, but I also need to move and put a lot of effort into the center, which he left quite empty right now. And as you can see, I'm doing that right now. Dragon Pariahs open fire on my anti-tank cannon, and it's reinforced by the race car. My cannon will go down very easily because it's panicked, it's stunned, it's aligning, won't be able to shoot back properly, and it dies. Now AMX-10 HOT is now trying to stall my TO-55s. Unfortunately for me, this can reliably one-shot my tank, so I have to use the cover of those tree lines, and maybe it would not be a bad idea to use some smoke. He doesn't have anything on Olga, so I can easily occupy it and maybe even rotate some of these forces over here to the center. He already managed to capture Paul and Anna, and now he can move right to the Boris. He now gained +4 tick, so I have to hurry to make this tick either decreased or eliminated. His units coming in the transports are getting pounded. He probably did not expect that I would already take this line, but the same thing he is doing me on my right side, and Surblinde will just probably kill the Shilka. Yep. So I realized that I don't have ability to gain this back very quickly, so I will need to consolidate first. Okay, Matschützen are going to occupy these high-rise buildings and the factories. The 55A is pushing forward, and these two tanks need some repairs. Matschützen could use their RPG to destroy those B2s, but it's not a very strong RPG, and have to be careful because of the autocannon. It just melted the infantry. A B2 went down, and the AMX-30B has just a heat cannon, which means it can't one-shot T-55 from the close, so it was not able to compete. The basic AMX-30Bs are very weak in a close combat, usually not very suitable for tank-to-tank battle, maybe just good to support against other infantry units. Now Surblinde is taking the flank. Bloody Knight moved it down the road in order to cut it, my left and the middle flank from reinforcements. I was not aware of that, and he would most likely be able to pick some of my units. This is very good strategy, by the way. Over here, I don't think he should be pushing that far, because there is nothing else to gain, and you're just making your units very exposed. Either it's very easy for me to reinforce because my spawn point is very close, but your spawn is very far away from your unit, so you don't want to expose like that, especially if there is nothing to capture. There's no sector over here anymore. This was a smart move. Now he needs to smoke because the Concourse opened fire and it just missed. That was his luck. Another Concourse is moving to occupy this building, and he will probably smoke and run away. So as I was saying, perhaps it would be best if he would not push that far, because his units are exposed to my helicopters, my air. He has no AA over here, he has no infantry, he has no ATGM. So what I would do in this case, that was a smart move. I would put some units over here, over here. I would certainly try to take that, and anything that will be coming down this road would be picked off. But over here he is very exposed with this race car. I'm calling it race car because it's very fast. Now this Surblinde ran out of smoke and remained in the open, and that's very unfortunate for him. The Concourse can pick him away now, but he's running away. Maybe helicopters could finish it off, or maybe even the Shilka. And Concourse missed again. Now he opened with Mirage for probably the air dominance. He might focus on my helicopter, and he's doing that as well right now. Might be a good trade actually. Yeah, his plan would most likely survive if he doesn't fly over my Shilka again. T-55s are now pushing with recon and are able to push back AMX-10. But another one is opening fire and killed my recon. I need to wait for another one. AMX-30B is coming down, but as I mentioned before, it has no match for T-55 because of lack of kinetic shots. Okay, T-55 went down. Surblinde is now dueling with BRM-1K. AMX-30B went down, and now T-55A will probably finish off the Surblinde. Yeah. No, it missed. Okay, SP-70 was killed. He's holding very tight, but he has nothing else behind this, so he would lose. Not only he gained, but now he would easily lose the sector because he did not put even any infantry over here. Infantry is a very good stopping power, and he for some reason decided to not use it, but he's pushing into the middle. Commandos followed up by AMX-30s, B and B2 variant. Now I managed to hit his B4 commander with those tanks that are covering this flank. He didn't know them because he had no recon, and commandos are now just running into the Motschützen, but with the fire support they would take them out easily. Now Surblinders were both killed, and all my units are now able to continue pushing, and we can go straight this way up to his sector, which is completely unopposed. This line is holding. I should have kept that very soon because it's getting +5, and I don't want to lose on conquest points when I'm clearly winning on the trades. Now Malyutka had interesting position over here. It's hidden and it's able to shoot its plenty ATGMs on incoming tanks. Even if it doesn't kill them, it will stress them a lot and make them rout or decrease their accuracy. This B2 got routed. Will it get finished off? Yeah, that was a side shot. Will it pick the other B2? Su-22 M480 is hovering over. Yeah, it was another side shot. Roland trees fired up but missed. And Malyutka is firing again. You see, this cheap, even weak ATGM vehicle on the right spot can do a lot of damage. It already took down 2 B2s, which are very cost effective and quite very efficient tanks. He's now pushing with his infantry and APCs into the middle, but he will not be able to control it because of my fire support provided by Mi-8 and flak gun. 8 is firing and it missed. His Roland also missed, but my plane evacs, it ran out of ATGMs. And now I'm keeping the sector. I got the 2-point sector, I got Olga, I kept the central point, and now I'm +2. And after taking Anna, I'll get on +4. T-55 opened fire from another flank on voltigeurs, and he's trying to reinforce his units into the middle, but he's cut off from this sector, he's cut off from this vector. I'm also moving to the concourse, which will further help me cut off his reinforcements. So this is probably not the best idea to push into the center when your both flanks are not secured. And still he has nothing on the right side, so I was able to call in more units, and I'll be capping the sector very soon, maybe even this one. Wachschutzen RPO are currently one of the best anti-infantry units. They are mauling commandos and voltigeurs, and Mi-8, which I lowered the altitude, took out the I believe it was commandos again, or voltigeurs, I don't remember what unit it was. And the 55A is helping. This is fully repaired, and now by bringing commanders they are elite veterancy. My gun went down and Mi-8 is almost running out of ammo, but I have plenty of units. I should be able to just sweep the center and take the control back. Now he finally managed to react on losing his left flank, and he sent a wave of AMX-Bs, but oh, actually these are B2s and this one is B. Fine, this is quite a stronger position, but there is again no infantry. He might have used at least one card, which is sending now, in order to get some control, because going open like this, they can easily die to my Shilka or Malyutka or Concourse ATGM. Metises in SPW 70s are arriving, very good units to defend sectors against tanks, their ATGMs are just enough I need to deal with his AMX-30s. Test B2 will probably kill my BR1K. Shilkai is shooting at the Gazelle and shutting it down. And I'll be most likely able to control the sector, and he surrendered. He realized that he lost the middle and that he was slowly but surely losing his flank as well. Bloody Knight, very good player, rank Colonel, overall rank 61. He has plenty of multiplayer games as well. Very interesting, friendly match. I tried to be proactive with this Berliner Gruppierung. I tried to be aggressive, tried a lot of new stuff in this match. I like how it goes, and I'll be playing this probably more often, even in the ranked match. So those T-55s were quite effective. They are currently the most cost-efficient light tank in the game. As you can see, Malyutka P destroying 2 B2s and his Mi-8 providing excellent fire support. His Serblinde was quite very good. I think this is the one he sent down the road on his left flank when I started with very few units but later tried to reinforce. He killed most of that. Okay, so that's it. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe, and see you later. Bye bye.